Veterans Voices is sponsored by Douthit Insurance and Marathon Quick Stop.
Dennis Bokemeyer joined the Navy in the hopes of becoming a cook. That didn't happen, but what he did learn in the military helped him beat cancer 3 times. Ainsley Daniel shares his story in this week's Veterans Voices.
Although I was never in the war zone, I credit the military with giving me the drive and the fortitude to keep going.
When Dennis Bokemeyer joined the Navy in 1966, he nor the counselor had any idea what a communications technician did.
I said I'd like to be a cook. And he said, well, your tests show that you should probably go into a communications technician. And I said, well, what do they do? And he says, I don't know, it's top secret.
He was stationed to a small military communications base in the middle of rice paddy fields, just outside of Yokohama, Japan.
We were there gathering signal intelligence from other countries. And we were then trying to break their codes and send that information back to Washington, D.C.
Bokemeyer also sang in the Navy Blue Jacket Choir and played sports for the base, mostly fast-pitch softball.
We would go out on goodwill tours, they called them. We would go out for maybe a week at a time. We would travel to Japanese cities.
And at 80 years old, he's still competing, thanks to a friend he met at the Irwin YMCA.
At the time, I was battling my first bout of cancer, and he suggested that I might try the shot put. He was into the senior games.
He and his wife continued to work out at the Y 3 days a week, pushing through the cancer battles.
I might not do 3 sets. I might be able to do just half of 1 set, but at least I kept going and kept trying, and you know, as things went on and progressed with the treatments, why I could do a little more each week.
Bokemeyer later started throwing discus and javelin.
I've had 2 more bouts of cancer, but I think going to the Y and having this goal of going to the Senior Olympics on the state level has been a great help in me combating and beating cancer.
And this past summer, he represented Tennessee in the National Senior Olympics after qualifying while being treated for cancer. For Veterans Voices, in Unicoi, Ainsley Daniel.
As of May, Bokemeyer is in remission. You can view our story about him competing in the National Senior Olympics over the summer over on our website, WJHL.com.